And this is always loaded to a private page anyway, so don't fear your lovely faces on there. But welcome everybody to, where are we? November 6th, far out. Christmas is coming. Welcome to an amazing opportunity in various ways. And what we want to share with you tonight is something that we were shown in March. So hard to believe it's November already, but in March this year. And I'll just get Rebecca to just go through her story for the new people here about how this came about, because it is really important about, you know, when it was introduced to her and then where we are now and the reasons why we're here now. So I think it's so important.
I've told this story so many times. I'm going to break it up a little bit tonight and tell my testimony right in the middle of our presentation, where we've got some other testimonies. But just to cut a long story short, 6 months ago, nearly 8 actually, somewhere there, somebody contacted me and said that she had a product that I needed to hear about. Actually, it was a technology, and she said, it's really worthy. And when she said that word to me, it's like, that's, you know, you're putting high value on something. And I really took notice of that. And I thought, well, if she's saying a product's worthy, I trust her and I need to listen to what this is about. So she proceeded to give me some information about the product. And this is the product we'll be talking about tonight. It's this very cute little bottle with some drops in it. This is almost empty. And she sent that to me, and I tried that myself, and I had the most profound life-changing experience, and I'll share a bit more about that later. So much so that I called Sergio after only 6 days of taking the product as directed. Nothing, I wasn't doing anything extraordinary, very simple to take. And I said, we need to get behind this 100%. We need to throw everything at this and bring this product to New Zealand, which is where we live. I'm Australian, but we're living in New Zealand. And see what we can do to change the lives of myriads of people around the world, if possible, and open the country here with the product. So we've been very, very busy for the last 6-8 months, and you know, we've helped probably thousands of people at this stage, I'd imagine, which is very exciting for us, because this is part of a legacy for us, and also we love making an impact, and we love helping to be a part of something bigger. This is a real mission for a lot of us, and we love to be part of a vision that has a view to changing the lives of families around the world. So we're going to go through and kind of race through the presentation, because we want to get to the stories. So we're going to share some information with you about our product, about the technology and the science behind this product, and explain why this is such a revolutionary wellness disruptor, and it's part of an emerging industry that is untapped and that is really changing the landscape of wellness in a very, very natural way. So we hope you get as excited about what you're going to hear as what we do every time we do a presentation and share with more people. So did you want to introduce yourself or go straight into the slides? Or?
I'll introduce myself really quickly. Yeah, obviously Sergio is my name. Yes, when Rebecca was showing this in March, she told me all about it, and I was blown away, to be honest, to hear what you'll hear soon. Actually, my quick background about myself: I've been in professional sport for about 30 years as a golf coach, and one of the big key things for me is that I did a lot of study on nutrition, and I was looking for ways for players to you know, perform better, think better, play better. And I've never seen anything like this in relation to sports performance, and performance at every level, because I always looked at coaching as holistic. So and I feel this product pretty much covers all of those bases. I'm not been no longer in coaching, but went into sort of food and so forth, and in business. But I am blown away by this product, and you know, we'll show you in the presentation here some amazing information and amazing opportunity as well. So I'm going to share the screen. We do have a lot of wonderful people here, so if you've got a question, please feel free to put it in the chat, and we've got a lot of really good people here that can help answer. If you actually just want to ask it, actually just wait till the end and we'll just open it up, and we'll open it up for some questions. Yes. But feel free, if it's on your mind, put it in the chat. So I'm just going to share a screen. Okay, and that. Let's see who comes up. Who's that? Rhonda, could you give me a thumbs up if you see that, please? Because yep, cool.
Amazing.
Oh, I'm just going to make this smaller. Okay. Oh God.
Okay.
Okay. Me and technology. Gosh. All right. We're away. Well, so welcome everybody to our Beta Wellness Global presentation. Firstly, though, we do have to start with a legal disclaimer. The main thing I want you to really be, to look at is the following. The first sentence there is that the following product and information are not intended to cure, treat, diagnose, mitigate, or prevent any disease. And please, the more bolded words take into consideration. All presented testimonies are personal accounts only. Because this is an American-based company at the moment, we do have to run with the legal disclaimer. So things like keep out of reach of children or not suitable for individuals under 18 years of age is actually over here. You'll see and hear of a lot of testimonials with children are on the product very successfully. But overall, please consult your medical professional if you're taking any kind of medication that you feel may inhibit, but we don't think so. But please consult your medical professional first. So, okay. So we do want to welcome you and I invite you to be a part of something extraordinary. And it's an industry first and a cutting edge natural technology that is changing a lot of our lives, the lives of our family, friends, and associates. And the product really is truly disrupting the wellness industry. And I've heard this often, but this is the real deal. So let's talk inflammation, and we know what inflammation is. It is the root cause of a myriad of health conditions, and it is described as being one of the biggest roadblocks to well-being. We do love this sentence at the bottom, and it states that at any given time we're in a state of inflammation and degeneration, or we would rather be in healing and regeneration. So I'll probably share my testimony as I go about pretty much my state of well-being was inflammation and degeneration for quite some time. But certainly with this product, I've been able to sort of feel like I'm more in the latter wording there of healing and regeneration, which is something I think we would all love to feel. So we're going to look at is what is curcumin. And we all know it. We've all heard of turmeric. Curcumin is the active ingredient in turmeric, and it is widely known. And you'll see it everywhere, chemists, supermarkets, and so forth. You've probably taken it before. It is known as a powerful anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and does have anti-cancer properties, and has been used in India for over 4,000 years. But what is very interesting, though, is that, and I was really unaware of this, because when someone said, "Oh, curcumin," I thought, yeah, I know it. But I didn't know this, and I feel a lot of people don't know this. And curcumin is one of the most widely studied natural medicines. This is the National Library of Medicine in the United States, called PubMed, and I thoroughly recommend that you do go on here. It has, at the moment, almost 21,500 studies in relation to curcumin. And what was interesting, though, was that the main consensus that they all came up with was that curcumin is actually poorly bioavailable in the body and has low solubility and low stability. And I was kind of a bit taken back by that, and I thought, well, what does that kind of mean? Not realizing that curcumin is what's called a lipid-based ingredient, or oily, and obviously the body consists of mainly water, and oil and water do not mix well at all. So what I was kind of stunned with was the fact that the studies show that most, say, powdered curcumin supplements that you will take are excreted out of the body by upward of over 90%. And I was like, well, so what's it doing? What was interesting was, though, at the clinical level, because they're obviously able to apply different technology and so on and so forth, they were able to see some remarkable outcomes, and thought, when will come a time when technology will start to catch up with what was in the lab, and we were able to get this out to the masses, basically. And folks, really, I mean, the time's here for that now. So what we want to show you now is what's called bio-MS technology. So what we want to share is it's actually a delivery system for lipid-based ingredients. So, and this is the game changer and is the disruptor in the wellness industry. Excuse me. This is an animation, okay, about curcumin and how it's encapsulated in a micelle structure. So why a micelle structure is because it needs to basically protect the curcumin ingredient to be able to get into the bloodstream and into the cells, okay, without all that poor bioavailability that was shown in the lab. And this is the game changer. So it is a way to overcome the lipid absorption barrier by extracting and encapsulating curcumin. So, and also the nanotechnology enables it to basically scale it down to a ridiculously small size. It's pretty much unimaginable how small they can get this. And as a result, it's able to penetrate into the bloodstream with this product within 5 minutes, and has some remarkable absorption rates. Excuse me. So this is another animation of native curcumin extract powder on the left. It's pretty clear and evident. That's probably what you would probably see in most sort of capsule forms. And on the right is our bio-MS technology. Again, unparalleled lipid absorption. As an example, the picture on the, the glass on the left represents about 10% absorption, and our one on the right is 90% and over, which is crazy. We are one of 6 companies to hold a patent. Excuse me. And also here is another example, a basic graph here of what the clinical studies showed, that interestingly for women, the levels are 277 times more, and in men, 114 times more. So, I mean, and this is where you start seeing some of these kind of remarkable testimonies and stories about how it's changing people's lives. And it is a major breakthrough. I've never seen it before. And I know a lot of people that we've spoken to and that have taken the product haven't seen it before either. Do you want to add to anything on that before we?
Well, actually, yeah. So basically, micelles are formed in the body, and our technology is being developed to mimic that process of encapsulating lipids so that they can be absorbed in the body without being broken down. So this is really superior technology. But again, what you'll hear as we go along in the presentation, that this is all natural. So we're very excited to talk about these products, and actually the technology is really our product, but we're pairing our technology, which is the delivery system, with lipids. So this is a profoundly, cutting edge science here. So our products are at this stage very, very low in number. We've only got 3 products in our total suite, which is nice because it's uncomplicated. But we're really managing to address inflammation and digestive inflammation and digestion. So the first product here is Nanofy, which is the flagship product and the original formula with our company, who's paired up with the German scientists to produce this. And this really is helping with a healthy response to inflammation. So obviously a certain amount of inflammation is necessary, and it's usually the body's response to illness or injury or invasion. But you're having a lot of chronic conditions are based on, this kind of chronic inflammatory responses in the body, which go beyond a point of being helpful and useful, and then have a sort of a cascade of other effects in the body. So Nanofy contains curcumin and vitamin D3, which is also micellized. So that means that the vitamin D3, which is also a lipid, is also really well absorbed into the body. And these are relatively small amounts of these active components in the product because of the technology, the nanofication and the delivery system. So the same with vitamin D3 and the curcumin, very, very low amounts with huge high impact. So this is the Nanofy, and we have Curcumin Plus, which is the next product. So it's the same as the Nanofy, it's just a slightly different formulation. It also contains vitamin C and ginger. So the combination of these products together combined in one has a sort of a synergistic effect, which is more potent than taking the individual products separately or the individual ingredients. So this one is great for a little bit of extra immune support, intestinal support. And what we're finding with the product is that obviously as a natural anti-inflammatory and antioxidant, it also helps to activate digestion, absorption, activate the liver. So it's really nice that the body can start to eliminate some of the inflammation and the toxins that are found within in a very, very easy to take formula. So the last product that we have is Symbiofy, which is a gut health product. And it's 5 billion colony forming units of good bacteria and the prebiotics, which is the food to feed those bacteria on, so that you can improve the microbiome of the gut. And the combination of curcumin and then these incredible products in the Symbiofy is very potent for helping with gut health. And of course, if you can improve gut health and digestion and absorption, things like serotonin production and the immune system that's formed in the gut are, so people are starting to really experience improvements in cognitive function, even mental health, the feeling of serotonin again in the brain. People are starting to feel not just well physically, but also mentally and emotionally as well. So we're very, very excited. So that's the range of our products. And this is how easy it is to consume. So there are a variety of ways you can take the product. We'll demonstrate that in just a second, but 10 drops a day is the maintenance amount. It's what's recommended. You could take less than that, or you could take more than that. Easy to put in your daily cup of coffee or tea in the morning. You can put it straight on or under your tongue. And if you prefer, you could put it into an empty veggie capsule. So you can buy those from, the supermarket, the chemist, or the health food store, and just fill them with your curcumin drops if you prefer to take it that way. We find the most potent way is straight on or under the tongue, but certainly in any liquid that is under 100 degrees Celsius is fine to put these drops in. Won't destroy the micelle structure. So you just want to be mindful of also cold water won't help it disperse very well. So room temperature, tepid, or hot, but not boiling, certainly not boiling. So when we say here it is GMO free natural, we mean that. So this is non-GMO organic turmeric that's grown in India. So that's where the source of the curcumin comes from. And the curcumin metabolites are extracted from the turmeric. So rather than having to take, kilos of turmeric root, you have 10 drops that equals, it's some very huge equivalent. I've got the numbers not right in front of me, but so 10 drops a day is, the equivalent of taking something like 32 capsules of curcumin powder, or I think it's about 9 pounds, which is probably about 5 kilos of turmeric root, which you wouldn't do anyway. So great for the whole family. We love this, even though in the disclaimer up the front, we heard that it wasn't recommended. That's a legal disclaimer. But for children, what we found is because there's no toxic amount of this product, it is natural. So for children, it's 1 drop per year of age, and for pets even, pets are finding incredible benefit from these drops at 1 drop per 4 kilos of body weight. It's the main thing that people are reporting across the board, and what everybody really wants in terms of symptom reduction is better sleep, increased energy, reduced pain, and improved clarity. And that's where this product is really standing apart in its ability to be low cost, high impact, extremely fast acting for most people, and you know, you can't take too much of it. So this is why we love it so much. So we'll go through a couple of testimonies here, and then we'll come back to the screen and hear some live ones. This is our favorite part, as I've said. We have a Facebook group with about 25,000 testimonies and growing every single day. These are our family's testimonies, and mine is down the bottom, and I said I'd share, but after taking 10 drops a day, noticing that my sleep was definitely improving. I'd slept through for the first time in years due to menopause, and I had better mental clarity. I had less pain in my neck and shoulders. But on day 6, I noticed that I didn't feel like I was waking up underwater, which was the feeling that I've had for the last 12 years. And I've been taking steroids for that. So I noticed that daily taking these drops, it helps me to manage my inflammatory response. So I feel like this has changed my life. And as soon as I had that result, I spoke to everybody that I loved and cared about. So my mum, Denise, on the left here, she's had problems with gripping and pain and stiffness in her hands. And after 16 days, this is her testimony there, she felt her grip was 50% better and she was far less stiff and her hands were less painful. She could actually even close her fist after just 2 weeks of taking 10 drops a day. So, you know, something so simple. Our granddaughter up here on the left, Ava, much calmer with her 3 drops a day and less anxious. So we're noticing a huge shift and improvement in mental health. Not for every single person, but enough to take notice. So, and pain, this is great. You know, if inflammation is contributing to pain, then we are seeing great a sense of reduction in pain with people. We've got a few more here. So here's some visual testimonies that we've got. We've got down the bottom on the left, this is 3 days apart. So swelling and edema is very the curcumin is helping the body eliminate the inflammation quite rapidly. We've got some other ways that inflammation might manifest in the body, such as skin conditions, you know, things like irritable bowel, again, bloating, swelling, lots of different visuals there. And of course, pets, I'm going to do it this time. Sergio normally does this slide because it's his favorite, but you know, up the top here, we have a 24-year-old stock horse with severe arthritis and horsey diabetes. So there's a beautiful story on our Facebook group. This is really changing people's lives. And, you know, when you can help your pets who are elderly, who have, you know, aren't able to run or jump anymore and are suffering sort of the effects of aging or, you know, chronic injury, this is really life-changing. And not to mention how much people are saving on vet bills. So we've got lots of different stories. You're welcome to have a look through the Disruptive Wellness Facebook group, which is right here. And there's a search function there. So the way you come to this group is just to ask the person that invited you to this presentation tonight. And you can go in there and have a field day looking at all the different photos, befores and afters, and just the stories of people that are having their bodies really come back into balance and homeostasis with just 10 drops a day of bioavailable curcumin. So it's pretty exciting. So we're going to stop the share here and come back to the screen. And we would love to, how many have we got on the call? We've got 40. Okay, great. So we've got a couple of people that we wanted to ask to share a story. Now, Belinda, are you there? Can't see. Oh, you're up the top there. Do you want to unmute yourself? Just unmute so we can hear you.
Hi.
Hi, love.
Hi. So I saw you in Hastings a week ago, and you very kindly sold me some drops. And I noticed within 3 days, I don't sleep soundly. But since I've been taking the drops, I'm sleeping really in a deep sleep. So I find, like, if I have to get up in the middle of the night, often I'd go back to bed and it would take me a while to get back to sleep, but I'm dropping right back to sleep again. Wow. I also have noticed my energy levels, like I'm dealing with cancer, so energy is big for me. So I've really noticed my energy levels have improved. I work full time. I get home, I'm usually exhausted, but I've noticed that those levels, I'm not feeling as tired. And because I'm not feeling as tired, I'm feeling more motivated. So just from that aspect, I'm so grateful. And it's only been a week, so I'm excited to see where it takes me long term. So yeah.
That makes us so happy. Are you taking 10 drops a day or more or less? Or
Yeah, I'm taking 10 a day. I'm also giving it to my dog because she has joint problems. So hopefully in time that will help her too.
amazing. So just in the morning or morning and evening?
I actually Judy and Monica had said, well, she takes 5 drops in the morning, 5 at night. I tried that, but I found that my sleeping wasn't as deep. So I'm taking it in the evening, and that's better for me, for my sleeping.
So you know, obviously when you can have sleep improvements, the body can start to feel like it's got a restorative function again. It can start, you know, healing, repairing, doing what the body's designed to do. So it's an incredible gift. I think just because it's so bioavailable in the body within minutes of touching the tongue.
Yes.
90 to 95% of the cells in your body will have curcumin delivered right to the cell wall, and the micelle will be cleaved off and excreted, but the curcumin will be uptaken by the cell and do whatever it does inside there. So what a miracle. I'm so pleased that you came along and that we were able to get some curcumin to you. So thanks for sharing. That's brilliant. Wow.
I think Deanne, I don't think Florence is here, is she? I don't think so.
Yeah.
We might have to
potential.
Sorry, she's trying to join, but she said she just showed me a picture of wrong code or something.
Okay, let me
I'll work with her on Messenger, Deanna, if you just message her.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks.
We'll come
Awesome.
back
We'll
to
come
you
back to that one.
guys because that's a very exciting one. Is anybody brand new that has a testimony that we've never heard? We would love to hear from you. Don't be shy. I'm just checking. We've got 2 screens that we're moving backwards and forwards from. So I know that Rhonda, you had a great story. Maybe you could just share while somebody else is building up the courage to share. Would you mind just very briefly sharing probably the top 3 things that have happened for you?
Hi, how are you?
Good. And you got your product, which is exciting. Oh, it's coming.
Well, it's on its way. On its way. I had some great results with shingles. I developed shingles over my face. I'm very careful because I'm in remission for non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, so I catch things pretty easily, but this come out of the blue. And from the time I started taking the curcumin to when I blister scabbed over to when they all fell off was 2.5 weeks, which is to me phenomenal because I know the length of time that, you know, the virus generally takes. Yep. I've had chemo brain, so I can understand the lady just before me. I've noticed the fog is lifting, which is wonderful. More motivation. I really, for a long time, I just felt so sluggish and I just didn't want to do anything. I just became really lazy, just lack of energy. That's all picked up. The latest thing for me is I've had for about 10 years, I've had restless leg. And I recently, in the last 18 months, I've had both knees replaced. And the restless leg, the pain in my right buttock was so much worse I think it was due to the femoral nerve block. And even just, you know, shoving a ball in my buttock against a wall, it was like electricity. Well, I started the drops on the 12th of September, and on the 27th of October, I was able to completely have no pain in my buttock. I'd ceased the medication 5 days before that. No more medication for buttache. And that's because that just interrupted my sleep dreadfully and caused a lot of pain down my leg and so forth. So that's been great. And yeah, arthritic fingers, just full movement. I got jazz hands back again.
Wow.
So good.
Just
So
yeah,
pleased. And
yeah.
just
So I'm
generally
just
feeling better.
heaps.
Amazing.
And I just feel it's just contagious. I can't when I'm asking someone to try the product out, it just sort of flows out.
Yeah, and
because it's
we love how easy it is to share it. You know, it's easy to ask somebody, are you open to hearing about a new technology? Are you open to hearing about a new natural supplement that we're bringing into the country? You know, are you open to a new way of helping change lives, hundreds or thousands of lives? It's an easy invitation. And when you've had a profound result, or you know people that have, and that's one of the most important things is you can have your own great result, but when you start to think about people around you and how that changes their lives and that flow and impact, it's pretty spectacular. So
yeah, and that's why it's important to invite people to the page, so they're not just hearing how the curcumin has benefited me.
Yes,
they're reading how it's affected other people.
Absolutely.
Which is great.
Thanks for sharing. It's really important sometimes when you're starting on the product is to have a way to measure. Like I took notes on my phone every single morning that I woke up, and I thought, what do I feel? What's changing? Having a way of having a pain scale potentially, so that you can just monitor the changes, because as the body integrates change, it's not likely to hang on to the memory of how bad something was before. So
exactly. I had my list, a full page of things wrong, and I'm actually saying to people who I take it to write down all their symptoms and on a pain scale of 1 to 10 and revise that every week. Amazing. Until they can see results, because people forget how bad they were.
Sure.
Actually, what we recommend is start with one of the formulas. You can start with 10 drops a day. There's no prescription. It's just food. But you can break that up. You can have it morning and evening. Especially for men, it's recommended to take it morning and evening, because men seem to metabolize the product faster than women do. But you can change the amount, the regularity, the consistency, or the length of time and duration. And usually one of those changes will result in, some pretty good stuff. Bern, had a question? You got your hand up?
Yep.
If you can hear us.
Unmute.
If you can unmute.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
So if you can see me, I can't see me, but
We can't see you.
Oh, I can't see me either. Video is on, so sorry guys.
Okay.
But I just wanted to say, Louise gave me some bottles and I received it on a Monday, so I thought, okay, I'll start taking it on Tuesday morning. And I work really long hours, and sometimes I forget to breathe while I'm report writing, and my work is very stressful. And on a Thursday, like I stayed up all Wednesday night to finish a matter, and I work for corrective services, so I deal with the ombudsman, police, and just a lot of paper pushing and warrants and stuff like that, subpoenas, and stayed up Wednesday night. So I was, had a really long day and stressful day trying to meet the deadlines. But Thursday morning I woke up, and it's really hard to explain, but when I woke up, my body just gave this really big, deep breath, and my chest just felt so light. And I thought, oh, what's going on here? It was like, I didn't realize that I wasn't, like, now that I'm breathing, my chest is a lot lighter, and I feel like I'm breathing better. And I feel like I'm actually inhaling the air a lot better. So I didn't realize that I wasn't really breathing well. I didn't realize that my breathing was heavy. So I just have this, like this fresh, this, like this long fresh of, like, I can't really explain it. I just feel really light in the lungs, in the chest, and I feel like I'm breathing the way I should be breathing. I didn't realize I wasn't breathing very well. I was breathing heavily.
Mentioned something. Thanks for sharing that. What we did when we started taking this product was we experimented quite a bit with how to take it. And Sergio, will probably share his own story maybe later, but high blood pressure, migraines, that sort of thing. 3 drops on the tongue we felt, and you know, we had our daughter with period pain, and with me, if there was anything in the air that I felt was a bit of an irritant, 3 drops on the tongue seemed to be enough within 5 or 10 minutes for the body to start to, exactly as you say, like just really, really incredible. So it's sort of a lift.
No,
you are.
Hey.
no, I was just filling with the setting. There I am.
Okay.
Yeah, so but that's my testimonial.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you.
Thanks so
you.
much for sharing that.
Thank you.
Jen, did we get
I don't think
Flo,
so. Maybe at the end, maybe we might
just to ask her to send me the
Yeah.
photos and I can share them.
we're just carrying on with the rest of the presentation, then we'll come back at the end and we'll probably look at a couple more. Okay, so excuse me. Right, so we talked about disruptive wellness. But you know, when you hear testimonies like this, oh, here she is, Flo, we will come to, we won't put her on the spot. She's only just arrived into the chat. A testimony
She might
that
need to go though. Is she
Yeah, hi Flo, welcome. You haven't been here before. Please talk to all of us.
yeah.
She might need to be in a hurry though.
Oh, I thought she was. Anyway, maybe stop the share. Sorry,
Okay,
this is the
sorry.
one we were waiting for. Sorry, folks. We were. It's someone that we met, and maybe
week
we'll
ago,
just ask her.
Where
Where did
is
she go?
Hang on, we've got to find her now. Hey Flo.
Oh, she's connecting to the audio.
Oh, she's just connecting.
We just to give you a rundown. We met Flo in Hastings last week.
We've been traveling, doing presentations, sharing products.
She had something that she'll share with you soon. I think she's taken some pictures, and she was willing to give the drops a go, and she said she was going to take photo imagery in that and let us know, and apparently she's had some pretty crazy results in 2 days. There she is. Flo.
Hi Flo. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hi. Yes, we can. How are you?
Ah, cool. Hi.
You
Hi.
made it.
We just wanted to hear your story. We heard it was very good, so we're putting you on the spot here.
Yeah, it's funny because last Sunday I had nothing to share, but maybe I have something now. So you remember when I met you, I had that very big brown paste on my cheek.
Yep.
So it's called black salve, and it's for my the basal. How it's called? Carcinoma I had. So what happened the following Wednesday? It went out.
Wow.
So I had literally a big hole, but yeah, a big hole on my skin. And so last night I took off the plaster, and it reduced probably half. So
Wow.
it's I don't know if I can. It's but you can't see and you can't compare. But I've got a photo, pictures, and it's quite. Even me when I saw that on the mirror, I was very surprised myself. So I sent the picture to Diane, and wow. So
No, she hasn't.
Okay.
Could she
I
send
don't know
it,
if
could
I
she
can-
send it to me so I can share the screen? Is that possible, or can you send the photo to me?
I can try to, because I've got the photo here on my phone.
Sure. If you
I'll
can,
show you.
send it to
and
Jen or me, and then we can show after we finish. That's amazing. So happy. So are you feeling okay? Going.
Yeah.
Good.
Amazing.
Yes.
Exciting.
We'll look forward to the pictures.
Yes.
I can share my screen with you,
Okay.
and I might be. Do you mind, Flo, if I share the photos you send me?
No, it's okay.
Let me just give you that now. And
I can. I can share my screen, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, you go for it.
So let me.
And Rebecca, it's on your messenger now too.
Okay. Just.
Is this the before or the after?
Okay. So.
Right, there's a lot of feedback coming in.
That was the before photo.
Yep.
So after the big crust came off with the cancer, that was the whole
Wow.
that was left in the face and the, sorry, I'm just going to show you the, sorry. Okay.
Wow.
And this is 4 days after.
Oh wow.
Jeez.
Wow. And so that's going on topically? Or are you taking
Yes.
it internally?
I think she's doing both.
Oh, okay, good.
Wow.
L'autre,
Oh,
c'est tu
that's-
as pris, tu prends les gouttes et tu en as mis dessus aussi. So that was like before.
Wow,
Wow.
that's crazy.
What a,
So you got because we met last weekend in Hastings. When I saw Flo's face around her eyes, she had a lot of like really large inflammation around under the eye and almost well under the spot where that is. So that's remarkable in 4 days. Wow, that's
so
crazy.
good. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for sharing. So happy for you, Flo.
Yeah, where's she gone?
Amazing. We can't hear you. It's on mute.
We'll probably come back to you. We'll just finish off this presentation and we'll come back and we'll have a bit of a talk because that's remarkable.
Thank you so much.
So happy.
Wonderful.
Right. So, taking control of your life, and, you hear that through these testimonies and stories, but, that's our health, right? We to get back into a sense of wellness, and then you feel like you can go in a much more positive direction. But what this has given us, though, is the ability to help with our finances as well. Because if you think about the two things that keep us awake at night, one is your health. Like Rhonda was saying, with her pain in the left side of her glute, and then keeping her up at night. And then obviously finances keep us up at night too, if we, especially in today's market with inflation and food prices and petrol and so forth. We none of us can escape that. And definitely since the pandemic, it has ravaged a lot of small and medium businesses. I'm seeing a lot of articles on a daily basis with people screaming for work, and obviously and looking to get into some sort of opportunity as well. So what we feel like we have an answer for is inflammation and inflation. Okay, so what we would like you to look at and help us is to expand with this, is to look at a low-cost, affordable business that you can start from part-time from home. In terms of earning residual income, we can go into this in a few minutes. There is no retirement age here. You're basically your own boss. So we call it a form of affordable franchising. And above and beyond that, though, there is a sense of excellent training and support, team and community that we do in this wonderful team that we have here. So one of the things that I looked at predominantly once we saw that how amazing the drops were was what's the company about? What are they like? Are they ruled by a sort of a bunch of corporate greedy people? And it was wonderful to see that it wasn't. The business has been in Beatify. The company's been operating in Mexico since 2016. And it was growing organically in some South American countries like Dominican Republic and Colombia for the first few years. And as of about 2.5 years ago, went into the USA, and New Zealand and Australia are in what's called a pre-launch position at the moment, as well as Canada. Asia will soon follow. So there is a big invitation here of not just joining us throughout New Zealand and Australia, but also giving us the opportunity to partner with us and be in business in some of these Asian countries as well. These are the founders, Shane and Laura Brady. We've had the humble privilege of talking to them personally. A wonderful couple. They own 90% of Beatify, so it's a privately owned company, and the other 10% is owned by family members. Shane has extensive experience in the supplement industry, and one of the things that he found was one of the reasons why he got involved in Beatify was that he found it really hard to see that a lot of companies that he was working for were putting products out that weren't really doing what they were saying they were. So And we feel like definitely with what he's done with Vitify and the Spiomess technology, he's pretty much aced it. So he is very family orientated. He wants to leave a legacy, so he's not looking at selling this business anytime soon, he said. So the position we are in, though, when I explained before about the pre-launch of New Zealand and Australia and heading into Asia, is that we are where that orange dot is. So we're heading into, I think, almost year 7. We're heading into hypergrowth phase, and we don't say that lightly, because we are in position where we're going to start to open into Asia after New Zealand and Australia open. So timing in anything in life, especially in business, is kind of a paramount thing, and we have that opportunity here. So what we're looking at doing at the moment in New Zealand and Australia is a pre-launch market. So it will give you a competitive edge, or what we term as a first mover advantage in a growing technology, because the tech industry is where it is at. The data shows that quite extensively, that tech is where it is at moving forward. So we are looking for people to pave the way in the likes of New Zealand and Australia and help change a lot of lives. Because when you have a remarkable product, and then a business to match that, then you've got a powerful duo there.
Okay, so I'm going to race through this part and just let everybody know about how we get the product at this stage. We're still not quite open in New Zealand and Australia, but we're very, very close. So Sergio and I have pioneered this, bringing this product into the market here, particularly in New Zealand and with some partners in Australia, but with our whole team actually. So the options are, you can buy this product at retail from the person who has shared this information, if they have some product on hand. Otherwise, you can just get yourself a wholesale account and buy a product at wholesale, which is the best option. And you get 50% discount on all products. And then you can optionally participate in the rewards plan just through sharing the product and deriving an income if you so choose. This has changed our lives financially, and we'll share that in just a second. So there are 3 kits that are available, 2 in New Zealand and 3 in Australia. So this one here is New Zealand and Australia. It's a 250 PV kit. So the cost of that is $349 US, and you're getting 9 bottles of product. So this is a great personal use pack, which can give you quite a few months worth of product. So 1 bottle will last a month with the maintenance amount of 10 drops a day. So there's about close to $1,000 worth of retail value in this particular box. And as you can see there, if you're participating in the rewards plan, the company's opted for this style of referral marketing or reward marketing because they believe that it brings out the best in people when they can support each other, share stories and testimony, make sure that there's follow-up. We can explain and educate people on the differences between our curcumin and store-bought shelf curcumin. So these are very, very important factors, and everybody knows that word of mouth by somebody that knows, likes and trusts you is going to move a lot of product. So the company's done a very good thing in choosing this method of marketing. So there's a $60 US commission. If you do recommend somebody gets a wholesale kit and they choose this one, then you will be you will receive 60 USD in your e-wallet the following week. The next pack up is for New Zealand only. So this one's got 18 bottles of product. So it's got 9 of each of the formulas. About $1,800, $1,900 at retail. And this one is $545 USD and a $60 shipping cost from the USA to New Zealand. We are hoping by the end of the year to have our own stock here in New Zealand that we can start to move locally, which will be fantastic. It means that we can talk to customers, they can jump on our website and just order product at retail. So there's $120 US commission, which is over $200 New Zealand, paid the following week if somebody that you refer to get a wholesale account and a wholesale kit purchases this one. So it's a lot of fun. This one is Australia only, and of course Europe. There's 22 bottles of product in this one, 11 of each, and there is $120 US commission on this pack. And this one's $699 USD. and you're having you've got well over $2,000 worth of product in that kit. So you're never going to have too much of this product, and you can't go wrong getting a wholesale pack because you're getting so much more value for your money. And it really supports the movement. It supports the distributors in building awareness and really driving this product to market. The last one is available in Australia and Europe only. It's a larger one. We call this a Business Pro Kit. It's really great for practitioners or people that need to move lots of product to people that need it. So if you've got a clinic or if you're a therapist of some kind and you need to have product on hand to help people self-manage their inflammation between treatments and that sort of thing, you could certainly do well to invest in a wholesale kit that had 48 bottles of product, and you've got a whole retail arm there, which is 100% retail markup. And the value of this kit is, in the thousands, and there's 250 USD on this kit as well. So these bonuses are paid out to the referrer, and that's just the way the company's decided to incentivize people so that people can start sharing. So what you get when you're looking at a business model and an opportunity like this, it's low cost, high impact, and it's a product that's backed by science. It's actually quite rare to have a science-backed product that is, a natural supplement and that can be shared in this way. We have, as Sergio mentioned, an exclusive pre-launch market positioning right now, and you can grow this exponentially from anywhere. From New Zealand and Australia, we will be going to Asia Pacific, and that might include countries such as Singapore, Philippines, Malaysia. There's a huge scope, and we know that there are lots of people around the world who, particularly some in some cultural environments, have a high propensity for certain manifestations of inflammation. So we're very, very excited about setting the standard here in New Zealand and then moving forward into Asia. So when you join up and get a wholesale account, you automatically get wholesale discounts, 100% retail profit. If you decided that you wanted to sell a few bottles here and there, you could, or sell a lot of bottles, you could. For every 100 bottles retailed, it's about a $4,000 to $5,000 profit. So it's very, it's very generous. The margins are very generous. You automatically get a website that people can purchase from and a virtual back office with an e-wallet. You get weekly bonuses, commissions, support, and of course, it's a great legacy. So the reason that we've had so much excitement and success around this product and this plan is that it's been developed by Shane Brady, who had all that experience in the supplement industry, but what his issue was that there was product mostly being sold that didn't deliver on its promise. So there was a lot of supplements on the market just aren't absorbing. There's not that sort of bioavailability. So he was determined to partner a product that was going to be a game changer with a commission or a compensation stream that was going to be very, very generous. And this example here is Denise, and she's my mother, and I pulled her out of retirement to help me champion this product and drive it to market. So she's based in Australia and we're over here in New Zealand, but she referred 3 friends and family members up the top there to purchase their own wholesale kit. So it wasn't anything out of the ordinary. She just bought her own wholesale account. She referred a friend who bought a 250 PV kit, another one that bought a 500 PV kit, and another friend over here in New Zealand who bought a 1250 PV kit. So you can see that there's no borders when it comes to online marketing and social selling, because no matter where in the world you are, you can do business. So she received, just from doing that, 848 USD as a commission, as a thank you from the company for sharing that amount of product with her friends. And she still had all of the products that she had from her own kit. And she was a couple of $1,000s in front within the first week or 2 of business. So we have devised a 30-day success plan that's helping a lot of people change their lives, their families' lives, and develop an income, which can be either part-time or full-time, and potentially more than you could ever make in a job. And this is an impact-driven mission. So we love that you could invest in crypto or property, but you wouldn't be changing anybody else's lives necessarily. But in this opportunity with this product, we are really part of that change, and we can't be more happy about that. So just the last few slides here, we have all of the support necessary to help you get a head start in sharing the product with other people and developing an income. We call it a business, but actually it's a different way of building relationships with people and really caring about them. And as I've said, getting all those rewards, not just emotionally, but also financially. So we've got a public page here, which has got all the necessary information. We have a hub for members and wholesale account holders and distributors. So some people choosing to build large distribution networks around the world because the product is really moving itself. So we've got all the tools available of how to get started. We have every single Monday night live Q&A in the morning, and then at night time we have this presentation exactly this time on this link that you've just joined, 6 p.m. Australian time, 8 p.m. New Zealand time. And we've built a system that's really easy via social media to simply invite, tag and share people. You don't have to be an expert or a scientist or a doctor or a practitioner. You just have to recommend the product, share, invite people to opportunity, point to things, and let people sort of do their own research into what interests them about it. We do have, last thing, a promotion here from the company because we're getting pretty close to opening. So they've extended this from last month. So if you purchase a wholesale kit in November, you'll get free products. So this one here is for Australians, kit 1250. You'll get 1 free box of Symbiofy and 2 Curcumin Plus. So that's a value of about $250. We have a kit 250 here, which is a free box of Symbiofy, and a kit 500, which is 1 box of Curcumin Plus and 1 box of Symbiofy. So that is the offer that's on the table. This actually is for our tour, which we will be commencing again on Friday. So we'll be down around the Coromandel, and we are taking product with us. So if anybody comes along to our in-person presentations and purchases a kit, they can also purchase a bottle of product at wholesale rather than paying the retail price. So we're going to leave you there, and we just really would invite you to join us and come on this journey with us. We really look forward to a bright future with every single person that is interested in trying the product, sharing the product, championing the product, being a product of the product, and changing the lives of others physically, emotionally, and financially. So I'll stop the share. We'll just come back to the screen here. And if anybody has any questions, thank you all for your patience and listening. If anyone's got any questions, feel free to fire them at us. Rhonda.
I thought I'd stick my hand up really quickly.
Sure.
I just want to know, with animals are concerned, 1 drop per 4 kilo of body weight. What about a horse?
Yeah, so horses don't need that much because you'd run through bottles and bottles. So
Exactly.
generally speaking, 5 to 10 drops for a horse is what I have read about. I don't have a horse, but I know people with horses, and I know there's a lot of stories about horses on Disruptive Wellness. So you could always message the person directly on Disruptive Wellness who's posted a story about their horse and ask how much did you give the horse, you know. But I would assume it's 5 to 10 drops.
Okay, I just have a second question.
Sure.
Where men, their absorption of curcumin is less, can they still just take 10 drops a day though, and still get the benefits?
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
I'm just finding, saying to them, well, hang on, you've got to buy a bottle every 2 weeks. It sounds a little bit daunting.
Yeah, sure. But they'll often benefit from having 5 drops morning and 5 drops evening, even if it's just 10 drops a day, but just splitting it up throughout the day. But if you find you just start them on 10 drops a day, and if they're having great results, fantastic. If they're not quite getting the results that they were hoping for, switch it up. Just try spacing it out. Yeah.
Righty, I think. Great, thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, Rhonda. Tanya asked, are there any contraindications when taking curcumin? Well, I mean, how do we answer that? I mean, curcumin is known as a natural blood thinner. So, you know, the doctors on the sort of advisory board for Betafy have said that, you know, because of the nature of the nanotech, the delivery system, our products use only 33 mgs in the Nanofy and 31 in the Curcumin Plus. That's very little, but with greater effect because of the nature of the delivery system. For example, though, you know, you take powdered or capsules of 500, 1,000, or 1,500 mgs. That's when you hear, yeah, you might hear different stories about that, but with ours, like my mother is on warfarin, which is a blood thinner. I'm sure we all know, and all we ask is to take the curcumin and make sure she gets monitored by her doctor on a regular basis. And she's had great results from taking the Nanofy and has seen her brain, the amount of warfarin she's taken actually starting to come down. Obviously, the goal is to obviously be able to get her off of that, as I'm sure we would all agree.
And the main thing about that is if you are taking any other medication, it's great to run it by a doctor. It's a must, obviously, if you're in the care of a treating physician, mainly because they want to be able to do tests to make sure that if your body's starting to regulate itself, you might have to reduce, you know, something, maybe the medication, if that's an option. So you need to be able to just keep monitoring that. And we've had lots of stories of that. It's very, very exciting that people are able to, bodies are starting to return to a nicer homeostasis. So we have a doctor on staff, and it's really easy to send an email to him. Angel Gobet@vitafy.co is the email address, and he usually answers the same day. If you've got any concerns, any questions about any contraindications or anything medically related that we're not equipped or qualified to answer, he will just talk to you about that. And he's very, very informative. So, yeah, 5 drops each one.
Someone was asking, Flo, if you're still there, how many drops were you taking for your...
just 10 every day. But I've started Sunday, so Sunday, Monday. Well, yeah, so it's been a week now, 10 days, 10 drops per day.
And do you put any on topically?
No, I didn't.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Interesting. So you can use the drops topically as well on bites, burns, cuts, wounds, stings. You know, we've had a lot of personal testimony with, you know, putting that on topically. Some people are using it on age spots, sunspots, skin tags, but some people are just taking it orally and finding resolution, like skin tags dropping off and things like that. So it's about just playing around with it, seeing what works for you.
I will try. Okay, yeah, I will try to put it on it and see how it goes.
You might not need to, though. It looks like it's doing extremely well.
Yeah, it's quite powerful. Just because I'm here, can I ask you a question? It's just about the stock, because people, they can't order via the website in New Zealand. So how can we get some products? I mean, a lot, but without the kit. I mean,
yes. Okay.
The kit is with the website and the address and blah blah. So just the product.
So once you've ordered your first amount of product in a kit form and signed up with your email address and your, you know, date of birth and name and everything, and you've registered for a wholesale account and you've purchased a kit with that, then anytime from there you can just log into your back office, which is vitafyoffice.com, or you can get there from your website, but I'll just put this as a shortcut, and go to orders and place an order for any amount of curcumin, 1 bottle, 50 bottles, you know, 100 bottles, whatever you like, and just pay the shipping fee from the US to here. And you get, the prices actually gets sort of cheaper the more you purchase, obviously, because they can sell it in bulk. So down to as little as $20.40 US a bottle, which is, you know, for this product, for a month's supply of this product, I just can't stress how that's the thing that really, really got my attention. Was it's one product that's low cost, high impact. It's really helping to change lives, and it's so easy to take. Everybody can use it. You know, it's a no-brainer. So yeah, just log into your back office and order whatever stock you like. And of course, Jen can help you with that, or any of us can help you to do that as well.
All right.
You have contacts overseas, by the way, in anywhere in Europe, USA, Mexico, some of the Latin American countries. You can just give them your website link and they can purchase direct from your website.
Yeah, I saw that in France because yeah, I shared that to my family in France, and actually they can order from the website.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can't do that from New Zealand.
Yep. No,
But,
not yet. But as soon as we've got product here, like stock in the warehouse that can be shipped to a local address, then anybody in New Zealand can go on your website
Yep.
and order as a customer, or sign up with a wholesale account and then get their own wholesale pack, which is pretty exciting. And they'll get product shipped in a couple of days. It'll be local shipping cost. You know, it won't be the big fee cost to send bottles from the US. So that's why we've been working so hard all year, is to actually facilitate the opening of, so we get product here.
Okay. Yeah,
May
thank
I
you.
ask a further question about that? When you said like you can order like 100 bottles, or are you talking about the packs? Because I've seen the packs of 12, but I
Yeah.
haven't seen anything bigger than that.
There's a pack of 25 and you can just order multiples. So if you get, 4 boxes of 25, it's 100 bottles. And when I introduced this product to my cousin in Australia, he's got a clinic. He's had that clinic for 30 years. He treats thousands of clients. He had such a good result himself. It took him 4 weeks to really feel like, okay, this is enough result for me to commit to getting that stock. He said to me, I want $10,000 worth of stock to sell to my clients. So he just ordered multiple boxes, and he's selling that to all of his clients at retail. So he's got a new income stream that he didn't have before. That's really helping support his business through, and after COVID and everything else. So it's wonderful. It's very flexible. You don't have to, participate in being a distributor or recruiting anybody. You've got, it's pretty much wherever you feel this works for you, you come in where you fit in, which is really nice.
Just to cover one more thing about the pre-launch and opening up in New Zealand. You saw the Australia had the 1250 kit, and I'm pretty sure you probably mentioned it, that for New Zealand, you didn't see that available. And one of the reasons for that was because Customs here decided to impart upon us that anything over $1,000, I mean, this is standard, by the way, it's just not us, but it's a standard thing for when you bring things into the country. Anything over $1,000 New Zealand dollars gets subjected to duty and taxes and so forth. So we worked out a few months back to get a kit just for New Zealand until we open. So we've got 2 kits, the 250 kit and the kit 500. When we open, the bigger one, that 48 bottle one, will be available for us to.
And the name of the kit is not the amount of the kit. Just to, a lot of people get confused by that.
Yeah,
it's actually like a universal currency volume that's applied to the kit. So if somebody in the US or Europe is buying that, it's called the same name. It's got the same value attached to it, no matter what the local currency is. So just don't get confused by that. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Any other final questions? Oh, it's answering. Thanks for answering all these questions in the chat, Jen. It's amazing.
You're welcome. I thought it might be useful to know, it's tricky. In New Zealand, I can have a client who's in America, like my sister, and she can go to my website and she can order a kit 1250 to be delivered in the United States, and that's no problem because there are not customs issues, etc., in the United States. And so it is for the countries that are open all over Europe and in throughout Mexico and Colombia and the Dominican Republic. So even though we're in New Zealand, I have noticed sometimes we can access a kit 1250, but inside our country at the moment, just like you guys were saying, it's just 500 and 250s, and I just thought it would be useful to clarify.
Thank you.
Yep.
Just want to mention that with the kits this month, there's free gifts. So Lady got, I helped Lady get a 1250 kit today, and I hadn't remembered while she was here, and I just emailed her and said, you've got 3 free gifts coming, 1 SynBioFi and 2 Curcuma Plus with your pack. So she'll be absolutely thrilled with that. So
amazing. Yeah.
Awesome.
And Europe's got a shipping promotion at the moment, like a way reduced shipping fee for this month as well. So, if you know people around the world, hopefully if we've done our job well tonight, you'll be thinking, wow, I wonder if this would be good for this person and that person. You're starting to think about people around you, family members, friends, people that you really think need this product. If we've done a good job, you'll be thinking further afield than just, could this help me? And that's what we really encourage everybody to do, is think about who you know that needs this product, and how can we help them get this product in their hand. What I love about it, it's so small, so easy to post in the mail. I mean, we're always exchanging this like currency between our team members, and it's just a really convenient thing. And when I first tried the product and I had such a result, I ordered 12 bottles. I kept one for me, and the rest I just popped in the mail locally when I was in Australia as gifts to people, just saying with a little note and a tag attached, please try this for 30 days, 10 drops a day in your coffee. Let me know how you feel. And every single one of them came back to me and said, this is incredible. How can I get it? And I said, do you want to pay retail or do you want to pay wholesale? And they said, well, how much is it? And I explained, and then they said, how much is wholesale? And I explained, they said, we'll go wholesale. So, that's as simple as it's, honestly, that is the simplest way you can do this. If you have a kit yourself and you've got product, you've got the option to gift it, to just, give it to somebody at wholesale cost, so you're not out of pocket. Or, if you want to, it's your prerogative. You could sell at retail too and make, $50 a bottle. So there's very many ways that people can interact with the product and help people. Awesome. Fantastic.
Any final questions? Been a fun call, been some amazing testimonies and flow. I'm over the moon for you, and obviously for you too, Belinda.
Oh yeah.
Especially just only meeting you a few days back, a week ago.
Yep.
So
yeah, and we've been touring New Zealand. So we did Queenstown, Wanaka, Wellington, Hastings. We did Palmerston North. And we are coming back around again for the next couple of weeks. Hopefully we get over to
I don't know how many people here might be from New Zealand, but we'll put this out on our Global Hub. It is out on the Global Hub page. If you're not already on there, please get the person that invited you to put you in. Short notice, we know, but this Friday we will be in the Te Puke Tauranga area. If you're around, we would love. Oh, look, we got a thumbs up. Who's that?
Who's that?
Natasha.
Oh,
awesome.
are you with Liz? Are you with Liz? Liz
Awesome.
Sinclair? No, maybe not. I'm not sure.
Not sure.
She's probably
Okay, awesome. Anyway, so we'll be in that area. So keep an eye out on the Global Hub for that. We've got the days and the times. And from there, on the Saturday, we'll be heading up to Pauanui, which is in the Coromandel. All right. And then we will look on. So that was on the 11th, and then on the 12th, Sunday the 12th, this is obviously November, sorry, we will be in Hamilton. So now I'm just sounding it out, but it is available on the hub if you're thinking, oh, well, I might just pop down and meet us or bring people, or we'll be available. So
we do this presentation on a big, if there's available, facilities on a projector screen or a screen. And then we do lots of live testimonies, and we have product available. So, it's a lot of fun. It's been very, very nice to meet everybody in person. So,
may I just share, what it was like to be with you in Wanaka? And
yes, please.
Okay.
Hang on. You probably won't. You can't say that.
Get your popcorn.
Right, okay.
I'll be brief. I don't know what you're talking about. So, there, generally when Sergio and Rebecca come to an area, they're really, really generous to distributors about training and spending some time together in deepening knowledge and having in-person questions. And then also
winery.
and if you add a winery tour in, that's really good. At 10 o'clock in the morning, accidentally on purpose, so that, I wanted to make sure that they had a great time because we want them back. So the other thing is, when you're in an in-person presentation and you have guests there, the testimonials that spontaneously pop up can be so even more enriching than you're experiencing here. So, if you at all can get in person with Sergio and Rebecca for training and or presentations, and share in that way, I really, really recommend it.
Thanks, Jen. Amazing.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you, everybody.
Look forward to seeing you next Monday night if you're around, and we'll be doing the same presentation. So just bring your people, send them along. You don't even have to turn up, just send them. We do all the hard work for you. All right, guys.
Very well, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Bye now.